Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Doesn't that feel good? I've got Spurs fan Melvin with me. Tottenham Hotspur have just won 4-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the Europa League. A goal from Dele Alli, 2 from Carlos Vinicius, and a thunderbolt from Gareth Bale. Melvin, what do you think of today's game?
Yeah, it was a good game to watch. We played fairly well. Good to see Dele Alli, his work rate, his amazing goal in the first half, It's good to see. It's something that we needed, It's a game to boost the morale, and hopefully this, translates into our Premier League games.
Absolutely, Melvin. But I'll tell you what, we really did need tonight, didn't we? I know lots of people are going to say, yeah, but you're playing it against, the lowest ranked club in the Europa League. But Tottenham needed this tonight.
Yeah, we really did. I think it's the type of games that you need for players like Dele Alli and Gareth Bale to get their confidence up, get a feel for the net. Players like, Vinicius getting minutes, it's good to see. And I think it will translate to the Premier League eventually. It's just we've been really unlucky, and I think it's what we needed. We're into the next round. We can only win whatever is in front of us, and it's also good to see the kids play. It was a good day today.
Do you know, Melvin? I get so excited about seeing Dele Alli in the starting lineup now. I know it's Europa League, but me being a Tottenham fan, I love Dele Alli. I think he's a fantastic player. I think he's done fantastically well so far at Tottenham. He's had this poor period this season. He's come back into the team. Jose Mourinho is giving him a chance now. They've had these so-called clear the air talk. But when I see Dele Alli back in the team now, I just want it to work out for him. And tonight, that first goal from Dele Alli, simply superb.
Yeah, it's not just the goal. I think even the assists and the work rate and his link-up play in the middle he was dropping deep, trying to get things started and going. It's what we're missing in the Premier League as well. It's so exciting to see. I think even it will translate within the team. I think the players will feed off the excitement, and it will boost the other players' morale as well. So it's been a very, very positive day today.
Melvin, you mentioned the youngsters coming on. Dane Scarlett, of course, got an assist for Carlos Vinicius for the 4th goal. He looks very lively, doesn't he?
Yeah. I was actually really, really excited about him. I was kind of hoping he would play slightly a bit more, maybe come in the 65th minute or maybe something like that. But I think playing Dele Alli and Vinicius, giving them their minutes, I think was more important. But it's exciting to see a 16-year-old playing at that level and seeing the hunger already at such a young age,
Melvin, we saw a couple of weeks ago Gareth Bale coming on at the Etihad Stadium in our 3-0 defeat against Manchester City. He looked lively, got a couple of shots. Of course, he made us look far much better at the weekend at the West Ham game, although we lost the game 2-1. But he came on again today and scored a fantastic goal. This is the Gareth Bale that we want to see, isn't it?
Yeah, as long as we see it in the Premier League now, it's good to see, obviously, to see it, but he needs to continue this fine form. But even though he's been not at his best, he's still producing goals. I think he has, for the amount of minutes he's played, he's gotten a fair few goals this season for us. He just needs to continue it in the Premier League. I think Jose didn't start him. It's because he's got one eye on the Premier League and he has to protect him. And hopefully we get to see something in the 90 minutes that he plays, or maybe 65 minutes that he plays in the Premier League. Fingers crossed, obviously, he starts. I think he will. It's the reason he didn't play today. But, he needs to show us what he can do for us to sign him, next season, because otherwise he'll be going back to Real Madrid. But it's looking like he can turn it around. It's the beginning of something good. Hopefully it continues and he can build on the progress that he's doing. So, we'll take it game by game and hopefully he can turn it around.
Melvin, can this be the turning point for Tottenham, though? Because when you look at the Premier League form, 5 defeats in our last 6, and of course went out in the FA Cup as well, which a lot of us were counting on the cups this season. Is this the turning point for Spurs? Because it is all about getting points now in the Premier League. I know the Europa League draw is on Friday, which I'm really looking forward to, and I hope that we get a good draw. Wolfsberger, as I said earlier, the lowest ranked team in the competition, and we beat them 4-1 and 4-0, so 8-1 on aggregate. But do you think that this is the turning point? Can we get the 3 points now at Burnley? And will the likes of Dele Alli and Gareth Bale feature and perhaps start in the game?
It's a lot of questions, and that I would really love to know all the answers to these. But the truth is, I don't know. I don't know if can we get 3 points. Yes, I feel we can win. We can win any match. It's been really bad run, and we've played some tough opposition, and the team selection maybe sometimes isn't the best. I think he cannot go wrong by picking Dele Alli and Gareth Bale at this point. Even if he picks, I don't know, Lamela's also playing well. Lucas always puts in a good shift. As long as these players feature and they have good amount of minutes, I think they will do something positive. We just need the 3 points, and we need to gather some momentum. But it's the first win that's always the most difficult. I remember I wanted to win the Everton match in the FA Cup, not because I really wanted to go through to the next round, but also just to get some wins under our belt, some momentum. But it just keeps getting delayed by one setback after the other, and the more it builds, the more pressure it's creating on the team. So we just need to get that first victory out of the way in the Premier League, and get 4 or 5 victories in a row, because that's what it's going to take for us to get into that top 4 position. And people around us are going to be playing each other and dropping points. We've already played some difficult fixtures. We got Chelsea and City out of the way, Liverpool out of the way, and even West Ham. West Ham is a very good team this season. We have all these tough fixtures out of the way. We just need to get 4 or 5 games in a row where we need wins. Nothing else will do.
Melvin, do you think, though, Dele Alli and Gareth Bale, do you think them two have done enough to warrant starting against Burnley on Sunday?
I mean, they have to. Dele especially, he has to. What more could he have done today? He scored an overhead kick. He played very well. He was linking up play very well, and beautiful assist. What more could he have done, So he has to start him. And if he doesn't start him and we're 1-0 down, it's obviously, then you bring him in and you expect him to do miracles. But he has to start him. Surely he has to. A part of me thinks he won't, because he'll try to keep the same team, but I don't know. It's so unpredictable with the lineups, because I don't think we've had 2 or 3 games in a row where we've had the same players. It's just he keeps chopping and changing these things. It's so hard to build some momentum.
Are you confident as a Spurs fan, Melvin, that we are going to go on a run now, and we're going to start picking up points in the Premier League?
I see it now. In a way, I sort of see it, whereas before I didn't. Seeing Dele Alli doing the things that he used to do in the past. The passes, and I think now they'll start to come off. And it only takes that first victory, and it will get the ball rolling. And I think I can see us winning a few games in a row. It's just we need to get that first one over the line. It just seems we can't do it until we get that first win, and then the momentum will pick up, and then the team will start believing again, and things will flow. Just right now, there's that bit of negativity and added pressure by the media, which is something we don't need. But I think it will come. Yes.
It feels good though, Melvin, doesn't it? Being back to winning ways and scoring a couple of goals, keeping a clean sheet, and of course, no defensive mistakes tonight.
Yeah. It's a difficult match to kind of judge, because you think, we were solid today, but you have to really look at who we were playing there. We had probably the easiest tie in the Europa League, so we've been lucky in that aspect. So, like you said, we look for a favorable draw. Maybe we don't get any of the big boys straight away. Hopefully, we get through to the next round.
Melvin, how confident are you of Tottenham going all the way and winning the Europa League? Because with William Hill, Tottenham Hotspur are favourites at 6-1.
Yeah, it's. I've seen that before, and it worries me in a way. But some people are Jose out, some people are Jose in, and you've mentioned it quite a few times. I like the manager. I like Jose because I know that he's gonna take trophies seriously. I mean, the man. You've seen in the Amazon documentary how seriously, even in his pep talks, he takes trophies seriously. I mean, these things mean a lot to him, and the club needs to start winning these things, you know. So I want Jose to be our manager going long term, even next season, because I know he will take these things seriously. He'll take the FA Cup seriously, and he'll get us to a final like he's already done. So he's going to try his best to get us to that Europa League final. And we have the players and the personnel to win it. It's just we need to get there. That's the important thing. We need to do our best and get to that final.
Melvin, lastly, give me a score prediction for the Burnley game Sunday.
Are we playing at home or away?
We're at home.
Oh, we're at home. Okay. I'll say we'll win 2-0. Or 2-1, but or 2-1 because we've been still conceding goals, so I'll say we'll win 2-1.
I'm going to go for 2-0. Let's hope that this form can continue and Tottenham can start picking up some points in the Premier League because we desperately need them. But it has been a very good night, a very good European night at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham Hotspur 4, Wolfsberger 0. Melvin, looking forward to the draw on Friday. Let's hope that Tottenham can get a nice, easy one yet again.
Who do you want?
Thank you very much for talking to me.
Who do you want in the draw? Do you want Arsenal? Would you
I don't mind who Tottenham get in the draw, to be honest. I think that if you're going to go on to win these competitions, then you have to play the best teams anyway, and we've seen that before. So yeah, I don't mind. I really don't.
I wouldn't mind getting an exciting fixture like Arsenal. I think it would be exciting to play them, and even if we can get through, it'd be such an amazing achievement to get one over them. So a small part of me wants to get Arsenal. So we'll see.
Hopefully we beat them at the Emirates in the Premier League in a couple of weeks' time. So another interesting game coming up. Melvin, thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon, and come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.